Coming up next, one of the greatest one-hit wonders of the late 80s, or as we call it, Bottle Lightning. I mean, this song seems to grow in stature more and more every year. We have two of the co-writers and singers of this song here to tell us the story about how this one hit changed everything for them and how the song continues to shake up our culture. It's just one of those great songs from the 80s that you sing right along to. It's coming up next on Professor of Rock, brought to you by Zenni Eyewear. Hey, music junkies, Professor of Rock, always here to celebrate the greatest artists and the greatest songs of all time. If you love rock and roll music, subscribe below for daily features just like this, simple as that. Now it's time to jump in the time machine once again in our latest edition of Bottle Lightning, where we have a band break down that one massive hit that they had. We set the circuits for December 17th, 1988, where the U.S. has agreed to talk to Palestine Liberation Org. In sports, the Miami Heat wins its first game ever against the Clippers after 17 losses to start the season. Earlier in the week, the Texas Rangers signed one Nolan Ryan to a one-year contract. On TV, if you turn on the TV, you're going to be able to watch Roseanne, The Wonder Years, China Beach. If you head to the movies, you can catch Naked Gun, Mississippi Burning, or Rain Man, starring Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise.
How'd you know that?
I said read the telephone book last night. Tibbs Sally, 4610192.
And in music, Look Away by Chicago is at number 1 on the charts this week, with Anita Baker, Poison, Bobby Brown, and Boy Meets Girl all vying to take its place. Again, look at that variety in the top 5. Now at number 11, just outside of the top 10, a breathtaking love song called The Promise by When in Rome spends its final week at its peak of number 11. The Promise was When in Rome's debut single. It was written by all three band members, Clive Farrington, Andrew Mann, and Michael Floreale. It's a song that has only grown in status since that day, and it still mesmerizes me as one of the greatest love songs of a decade known for great love songs. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I was extremely fortunate to interview two of the three writers, Clive Farrington and Andrew Mann, about it. Here they are with the story behind The Promise. Now, before we get into that interview, I do want to thank our sponsors, Zenni Eyewear. These are my eyes today. Go engineer your very own pair. All you do is click on the link below and you can do that. Here is the story of The Promise. Well, the self-titled album that came out, that cover, that takes me back.
Mr. Drew's concept, yeah.
The song is so amazing. Hearing the demo, to hear it coming together is just incredible.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you heard it on the radio?
Oh,
where were you?
Do you know what? We must have heard it in America, but the time I remember is in Brazil on the beach in Ipanema.
Really?
Yeah. We're on the beach in Ipanema, and they'd all tuned into the same. Obviously, there's thousands of people on the beach, but they're all tuned into this major radio station, and The Promise comes on all the different radios on the beach.
And when you're in doubt.
Your voices are so distinct, and they fit together like a glove.
And when you're in danger.
And when you're in danger. The first time you hear that harmony, it's so unique.
Yeah.
How did you guys start singing
That was
together?
organic. That's really organic. Every song that we did, we just naturally sung it. We were on an interview about 3 years ago, and we'd not sung together for a while, and they asked us to sing a song, and we went straight into Heaven Knows. And we sung it perfectly.
Heaven knows I tried to treat you better.
And so I think it's something, it's a God-given thing, of course. So it's not...
You guys sing like your brothers, man.
Yeah, we did.
Your voices fit really well.
I think Clive is very, very talented at finding great harmonic, sort of verses and things like that. And it makes it easy for me if I can just like growl along and get in there,
Well, and then the chorus, it's the progression of the two parts, because the second chorus, when you go in, and you restart the chorus again. I'm sorry, but it's so powerful. I mean, tell me about recording that, because there had to be that moment where it was just like, you guys probably knew, like, this is going to be it.
We knew on the demo.
The demo is really, really strong.
Yeah.
I think we probably thought when we recorded it in London that we might have lost a bit of energy from the demo.
The piano solo too, where, because we get to that part where you have the piano solo, and then gotta tell you, I mean, that just, wow, punch in the face.
Very simple though. The piano part is really, really simple, and it's one of those that comes like if you listen to any, you know, I'm not putting myself up with the great composers or anything, but the really great composers have got the really simple melodies. Everybody thought that Mozart was a genius, but you know, it wasn't a genius. He was given that something that allowed him to have these melodies in his head, and he could actually portray what he had in his head. And I thank God, I have that where I get a melody in my head and I can actually transcribe it. And I'm not a great player. I can program stuff. I played drums and played bass, but never piano or anything like that. But I kind of get these notes and I know where it's going to and the progression and everything else. I just sang it.
Wow.
And actually the lyrics were written onto tape. There was none of I never wrote the lyrics down. I just recorded the lyrics. And we kept what I recorded on the first time.
Wow.
On the demo.
Mm.
Well, the video was also so iconic because the way you guys shot it was so cool, how it was moving, and you go to the piano and it moves over to the other part of the piano, and then the beautiful girl and everything
Nick
like
Willing.
that.
It was something that came up. At the time, we just wanted, because of just movement.
Continuity,
There was no sort of videos around it. I mean, it's been copied quite a lot. It
Never
was
seen
like,
anything like that.
It was almost like, you know, into the next scene, and we just wanted that sort of feel to it. I don't know. We did a video as well after that for another track, which we sort of tried to emulate, like the Thomas Crown Affair boxes. And we sort of, I mean, we were quite sort of film orientated.
Very cinematic.
Yeah,
the video fit really well with the song because you're hanging on every kind of
You're
moment.
going to ask who the girl was, aren't you? Everyone does.
We don't know.
We don't know.
She fit the song.
Well, Nick Willing, the director, actually just hired her for the weekend.
He knew her.
Yeah. But we didn't, and we were too shy to say hello to her. That was
so we always say, it was our girlfriend,
Well, so many great covers too. A band that's covered it many times.
Right.
Blue October.
Wow.
Right.
You guys ever seen that version?
I think I have. Yeah, I've seen that.
I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be.
I've seen a lot of them. That Newfound Glory and
Newfound Glory, kind of the punk, Amberlin.
Yeah.
Some German, like a German dark metal band that was really brilliant. Yeah.
William Control. And Real Big Fish.
Marshall. Do you know a band called Marshall from Greece? They did a cover.
And the Bluegrass.
Yeah.
Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah.
Don't look too strange.
It's a nice version, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was on the TV show Leftovers.
Yeah.
Right, yes, heard about that.
And the album was nominated for a Grammy as well, so that's the closest we've been to a Grammy. So kind of by proxy, isn't it?
Napoleon Dynamite. What did you think when you saw that?
Well, I remember getting the phone call in 2003 from our ex-keyboard player who'd moved to Dallas, and he called me. He said they want to use the song in the movie. And of course, you just don't know. At that point, okay, you don't know what it's going to be like or how it's going to do. Then I was watching television at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was the MTV Film Awards. And Daryl Hannah comes running on stage. She says, I've got a sore throat shouting for Napoleon Dynamite. So I thought, if Daryl Hannah's shouting for it, it's got to have a chance.
The best movie is
Napoleon Dynamite!
And it's really funny because Andrew and I have always been into film music scores and stuff. Andrew's played me stuff from movies that I've never heard before, and it's always been a real interest. And then, of course, it worked the other way around. We've not written a song specifically for a movie. It was used in a movie. So, we got our wish in the end.
I caught you a delicious bass. You want to play me?
I got a chance to ask Jared Hess, the director, why he chose the song. He said if he'd not chosen it, his wife would have murdered him because it's her favourite song.
That makes sense.
I went to San Francisco to in 2014. It was the 10-year anniversary, and they played the movie. Theatre was packed. It was Castro Theatre in San Francisco, and John Heder was there. I got up and sang the song at the end. Instead of them playing it, I got up and sang the song at the end.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Just recently, Farrington and Mann collaborated with the City of Prague Philharmonic Orchestra and Slovenia's Symphonic Film Orchestra to release a 30th anniversary orchestral version of this classic. Leave us a comment about this sensational song. What are your memories of this song? What are your stories from your life? Please share them. We'd love to hear them. Make sure to subscribe below so you never miss our daily features, that you can be a part of this community, that you can get When in Rome's music at our links below. For more content just like this, and to support our mission of curating the history of this wonderful era, check out our Patreon link. Your support is paramount. Help us keep the music alive. Until next time, 3 chords and the truth, my friends. We'll talk to you soon.